Greetings, this is Sloshworks. Welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. We left off right outside this vault. Outside this vault, I think would probably be the better way to say that. It's definitely going to be one of those nights, isn't it? It's been a hell of a long day. I personally think about 50,000 books today. Absolutely crazy. Shuffling in a library is absolutely nuts. So I'm just going to walk in a circle for a bit, clear my head. No, we're just going to get stuck into it. Alright, so this is the vault. We do not know what's in this vault, but there appears to be something over there that we can click on, so that's a little bit interesting. I kind of wish we could make these other guys come a little bit closer. Is there a way to do that? Guys, if there is any way to make my friends actually come a little bit closer, it'd be really nice to know. Let's open it up. What do we have here? We have a drone. Okay, optional, open the vault. We have completed, and we have a new objective, which is to loot the vault. So I guess we could run away. I mean, we're gonna have to just do this. The drone doesn't seem to be doing anything, so let's go over here, because that looks like something. I guess that's just the vault. Let's go pick that up. I don't know why the drone is doing that. That's okay, we've just got some bliss. I guess that's a drug. The drone appears to be broken. All it can seem to do is hover in place. I'm gonna take it. I have a drone now. How excellent is that? Ooh, apparently Z zooms out and back in again. Look at that. The things you learn when you accidentally push the wrong button when you've had a couple of scotches. Alright, so we can actually... No, we can't go there anymore. There's that bit on the floor. Let's go over here and pick this up so we don't forget. Drug formula, it's a drug formula. I like how there's, in this one compared to the last one, you can actually learn schematics and things and all that kind of stuff. Let's open the safe. Something bad's going to happen. No, it's literally just going to open. That's shocking to me. Okay, 1,459 new yen. And some nitro. That doesn't really feel... That's all that's in here. Drac. I agree, something's going to happen now. Can we go down here now, or is it still locked? Why did you guys all stop there? That's not cool. Okay, so I guess that literally was it. What else are we supposed to do? That just doesn't feel right. Objectives. We've talked to Frank. We can return there. It looks like we have cleared completely the entire place. We did explore all this, didn't we? There was nothing there. I don't understand. That was like the worst vault I've ever been in. The worst vault. The worst vault ever. We are on the penthouse suite. We've done 4. We've done 3. We've done 2. I don't think we've done 1. Or is that the one that we fell down onto? I don't think we've done 101. We have not done this. So let's look at this personal terminal and see what is here. Philco Diner Safe Computer Control System. Let's access the safe. Please input password. Decking 2. Bypass the security protocol. Safe unlocked. Brilliant. I guess that's because we had a decker in our team. So that's kind of cool. I didn't know that happened. I'd like to pick that up, please, sir. Okay, what do we have here? An Ares Classic, considered the premier heavy pistol on the streets, has a smart leg system for increased accuracy, required ranged combat 4, and required data jack. Let's send it to the stash. I don't really know... It does seem like you can specialise a lot more in this one than you could in the last one, so that's kind of cool too. So we got 218 more new yen, which is something. It's definitely something. Hey, we don't think we've been down... I don't think we've done this floor at all. No, this is the warning room. We've been in here. And there was something here, but it wasn't much. Or maybe this is on every... Maybe that doesn't actually say warning. Maybe that says like something along the lines of like storage closet or something like that. You guys not coming with me? Whoa, look at them go. What the hell? That was a little bit weird. Okay, it looks like we have not done this floor. I would have thought this was the floor we fell onto. Maybe we went up onto 3 and fell down onto 2. So we did add a trauma kit, which is nice. You guys really need to start following me a little bit better. This hanging back all this way is a bit crazy. I can see these things are locked, but I do wonder why we can't get through them. I have a crumbling wall. What is this? This section of wall seems to be buckling under its own weight. The aging wallpaper that lines the rest of the hallway has long since peeled away, revealing the structure of the wall underneath. While the underlying structure is reinforced with steel support struts, you can see signs of rust and metal fatigue everywhere. The entire wall looks like it could give way if enough force were applied. If we had our slot from the last playthrough of Shadowrun Returns, we could easily do this because he was tough as all hell. Let's just slam on the wall. We just got our muscle to do it, so we made Eiger. Shoulder check the wall, and the weak gave away with a crunch. Now, is there going to be combat in here? No, but there's some stuff going on. Look at that glowing. I wonder why that's glowing. Searching through the clutter on the desk, you find a small synth leather bound journal. Leafing through the pages of the book reveals only a couple of entries. Each of them is scrawled in frantic, barely legible handwriting with crude doodles filling up the margins. Well, let's read the first entry. Start at the beginning. Okay. I know Eddie's up to something. Like, I heard him today talking to that guy who works in the kitchen, asking him where the cleaning supplies was at. I've seen Eddie's room. That dude never cleaned a day in his life. I'm going to follow him tomorrow and figure out what his deal is. Maybe he's selling mouthwash to the hobos in a block down the old bus step. I mean, this is just messed up. I knew it. Fraggin' Eddie, I saw him. Yesterday I was up on the 3rd floor because the vending machine down here was out of soy calf. So he came up and went over to the out-of-order latrine. He punched in the code. Didn't know I was watching, did ya, Eddie? Did ya? Well, I ain't so stupid. He put in a 2478, and I'm going to stay up there and find out what he's doing in there. So we need to go up to 3, and we need to use that 2478 code. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's been, like I said, it's been a few days since I played, again, as it seems to always be, but I'm pretty sure we haven't actually done that one. I do like that this one really doesn't force you through kind of one room, go to the end, and continue on. It's still really, really cool though. So 2478 at the train down here. Really wish you guys would run and catch up, thank you. So 2478. I'm glad that even though I've had a few scotches, I can successfully remember 4 numbers. 2478. Submit code. Now I don't know what's going to be in here. I think it's going to be something messed up. I bet you it's just going to be some more drugs. Just some more jazz. You know, all that jazz. I'm pretty sure we've done all this one. It really does look like it. I don't think we can go down that one, so I guess it's literally time for us to go. So, I don't know. I feel like we've missed something. So we've done 1, we've done 2, we've done 4, we've done that. I guess we're going to go to the ground floor. I guess that is... I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to leave here without something bad happening. Let's run around and see if there's anything else we can get. There's, what's his face up there? I can't remember his name. Let's talk to the party girl again. The girl in the corner is a model stim junkie, all wild eyes and nervous energy. She greets you with a smile so wide as to border on the grotesque. Hey, good looking. You want a party? Always down to party. Alright, my kind of guy. You got cram right? I just love a guy that's willing to share. Sorry, I'm not carrying any. Then go get some. We'll see. Really not interested in just getting high with you. You were a little bit aggressive. You didn't really offer me anything in return. Should we go talk to her? Did we return her stuff before? We did, didn't we? Okay. Oh, hey again. What's up? A cram habit is a rough thing to shake. I know a place that can help you get clean if you're interested. Who, said that I wanted to shake anything? She gives you a sour look. Look around you. Look what you see. Of course you don't. My life is better on cram. Why would I ever want to stop? We have an etiquette here. We got to use the option because I didn't get to use them basically any times in the entire last playthrough of the entire first game. So we're going to do etiquette straight. You are not just hurting yourself. You're giving power to these assholes. So, what do I care? They can do whatever they want as long as they keep selling me cram. But that's my point. Look at this place. Cram is just a means to an end for these people. They'll bleed you dry and leave you with nothing. It's not like they own me. I'd just leave if I wanted to. She looks away uncertain. You don't believe what you're saying. I can see it in your eyes. But it's true, Silk. You can leave if you want to. Stop it, please. I wonder if we can use this person as a character. That would be pretty cool. I don't need your help and I don't want it. As strong as Silk's words are, her voice sounds unsure. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell that you've struck a nerve. I'm going to use Charisma 3. You're near rock bottom. Silk, when you hit it, there'll be nowhere to go but up. Yeah? Yeah? Maybe so, but what makes you think you're the one to help me? What makes you think that anyone can? Experience, knowledge, logic, an outside perspective. But nobody can help you if you're not ready to help yourself. If you want people like Krona out of your life forever, you'll have to think about it. All at once, something changes in Silk's face. She averts her gaze and pauses for a long moment. Her sweaty hands clench and unclench. Finally, she clears her throat and looks back up at you. What you've said, it actually makes a lot of sense. She blinks, steals a look back at Krona and shudders. I mean, look at that dude. He's just standing there like he owns the world. You're right. I do need help. I'll take you up on your offer. I should probably tell you though, I've tried to clean up before lots of times, never really worked out. You could try heading to the cruise baser. I'm sure there's someone there who can help you. Iga cuts in. Her voice is soft. Samuel Beckenbauer. He's a community organizer in the cruise baser. He can get you the help that you need. She nods eagerly, her eyes full of gratitude. I'll do that. I will. Thank you. It's about time I left this place behind. If I never see another Krona again, it'll be too soon for me. Glad I could help. Take care of yourself. Did not expect that to actually happen. Like that we would get karma for doing something nice at that point. Truly, truly did not. I thought it was completely unnecessary. I don't know what that one is out there, but we're going to go here. We're going to leave this place. Ah, Blit, you orange-headed psycho. Hey, thanks for the assist. Can't tell you how happy I am to leave this place behind. There was nothing in the vault though. Why did we help you? Happy to help. Must have been terrible to be stuck in here. Well, it was no picnic, I'll tell you that much. So you wouldn't happen to need a Nova Hot Decker, would you? Because I suddenly find myself unemployed. As it happens, we could use a Decker, yes. Excellent, fantastic. I promise you, you won't regret it. Let's join your team. Alright, we just got an achievement called Nova Hot or What, which is find a new Decker for your crew. That's interesting. I wonder if we have an option of several different ones. Maybe we pick the worst one, but I don't know. He's got orange hair. He looks Scottish to me. The cruise baser. Your team makes its way back to the nearest U-Bahn station. 20 minutes later, you're on a return trip to the cruise baser, leaving the filth of Dragonfall far behind. But the image of Green Winter's twisted corpse continues to linger in your mind. You lift one of the discs that you pulled from Winter's safe to the light. Reflections dance off its surface. With luck, you'll soon have the answers that you've been looking for. And I'll have a scotch. Jameson, what would I do without you? It is the most relaxing drink there is. Beer gets you drunk, wine gets you drunk, scotch you can sip and let all the worries of the world just wash away. What's that noise? Crew advancement available. Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like we can level our actual crew. How cool is that? As you lead your team through the shadows, your companions will continue to develop and learn new combat skills. The icon in the lower right hand corner of the screen will open the crew advancement menu. When this icon is highlighted, one or more of your companions is eligible to learn a new combat skill. At each advancement level, you may choose one or two possible combat skills for each of your runners. Choose wisely. So that's kind of like XCOM. So bottom right hand. Oh, look at that. There we go. So how many people can do it? He can't, but she can. So I'm just trying to work out where we actually have a skill. Okay, because that's visible, we can do it. So here we have Iga. Now I actually want Iga to stay at the back. So steady shot for sniper, gains a sniper rifle ability that increases accuracy by 35%. Costs 2 action points, cooldown 3. Iga gains a shotgun ability that imbalances targets, making them easier to hit on subsequent attacks. Scatter shot. So if they're closer, we can make them easier to hit. But I have a desire to keep Iga at the back, so I am going to confirm that. I guess we're going to be clicking confirm all, because I guess we're not selecting them all along the way. So what do we have here? Glory is a combat medic. Now she can get a pistol specialist or a razor specialist. So razor specialist gains a melee attack, a razor slash followed up by a kick, pierces up to 1 armor, may do action point damage. Pistol specialist does an additional 2 damage and pierces up to 2 armor. I'm taking that one. I don't know why I'm picking that one, but I just feel that's the right way. Now, here we go. His Electro Core spell now strips 1 armor point from affected targets, and the Blade Specialist, sorry I just moved that, increases his accuracy with throwing knives. I kind of think we've got enough, so I'm going to go with that. And that's all of them so far. Excellent. So that's done. That appears to be not selectable now. If you could see it before, it had like lines in it, but it's not there now. I don't think we need to go talk to any of these people, so let's just go straight into our safe house. It feels like that's the most important place to go to find out what's going on next. I don't want to rush through it, but I really want to know what's going on next. So let's talk to Blitz, our little red-headed buddy. We'll call him Blue. We'll call him Bluey. Blitz looks up at your approach. The table beside him is littered with cigarette butts. We just got here! And a Dunjack cable dangles from a portable terminal set by his side. Hey, Chief, you need something? Any thoughts about that last run? Well, Chief, I wasn't around for most of it, but you got me out of that hotel, and for that, got my eternal thanks. I say, just checking it. You doing alright? Great, Chief. I'm doing just great. It's real nice to be able to wind down and relax for a change. No more worrying about this ganger or that ganger sneaking up behind me and slipping a knife between my ribs. He slaps the table with a grin. It's a good change, Chief, I've got to say. Glad to hear it. We're happy to have you on the team. My guy's really positive. He wakes up in the morning, meditates, and he's all sorted with the world. He's got his chi flowing. Of course you are. Gestures at himself with a flourish. What's not to be happy about? Well, you've got a fur coat on. Let's ask him some questions, because we know nothing about him. Blitz glances wistfully back at the terminal on the table, then turns back with a sigh of resignation. I suppose. Try to keep it short, okay, Chief? I got things to do. How long were you in Dragonfall? I ended up there after the anarchist revolution of 39. I was just a kid back then, too young to realise how good I was. How much money I could have made work in the shadows. Shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. So being young and dumb, I fell in with the gang crowd and that was it. So you were a member of a drug gang. Why should I trust you? Why wouldn't you, Chief? I mean, just look at me. I'm a trustworthy guy. It reminds me of that dude in Braveheart from Ireland, who's very happy and kind of... He's crazy. He's talking about, you know, it's like, you know, the country of Ireland is mine. It's my island. If you haven't seen that, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to keep going. Prove it. Tell me about the gang you ran with. Well, I don't know all that much, Chief. I wasn't a member of gang leadership or anything. I'm not really sure why you care either. I need to know where your loyalties lie. Just consider it a test. He rolls his eyes. I don't like it when people roll their eyes. If that's what it'll take for you to trust me, fine. Anything for you, Chief. Well, where to begin? When I first arrived at Dragonfall, I spent some time taking in the lay of the land. The Schwarzherzen was still a pretty small gang, strictly street level, but I could see they were going places. Did a little pro bono decking for their leader, a fat little dwarf named Dieter. Soon enough, I was part of the family. For a drug gang, the Schwarzherzen were decent enough folks. I made a lot of money with them. Helped them take the hotel in the first place. We had a lot of good years there. And Dieter was killed in a firefight and our happy little family fell apart. Blitz takes a deep breath, shifts his weight from one foot to another. Not exactly. The Schwarzherzen maintained their hold on Dragonfall. The change of leadership was bad news for me. After Dieter kicked the bucket, his second-in-command took over. She's a real piece of work. Called herself a Leonie Luster. Sounds like a superhero name. Or a villain. She had a vicious streak a mile long and she was none too fond of me. Did she turn on you? Immediately. I don't know why. Maybe she felt threatened by my friendship with Dieter back before he ate that bullet. Maybe she was just jealous of my rugged good looks too. I love this guy. The point is she went after me. Vigorously. Within 24 hours of Dieter's death, I had a price on my head, and then the hotel got taken over. So that's what you need to know about the Schwarzherzen. They were a great gang, powerful gang. I helped to make them that way. Then they had a management turnover and everything went to hell. Blitz rocks back on his feet, his hands in his pockets. That's it. End of story. Anything else you want to talk about? Okay, I have the intelligence to do this, so I may as well. Wait a second. That isn't it. I reckon there's some pretty damn big holes in that story, buddy. Come on, Chief, this is all ancient history. Wouldn't you rather talk about the future? The runs we're going to go on, or the money we're going to make? Blitz, tell me what happened between Luster putting the price on your head and the hotel getting attacked. Alright, Chief. Fine. If that's what it'll take to make you trust me. to make you happy. So I was in a blind, right? Members of the Schwarzherzen who were loyal to Luster were all out for my blood, and none of the others were going to stick their necks out for me. The advantage of being a ganger is protection in numbers. When those numbers turn against you, you got to get creative if you want to stay alive. I already know what this dude did. I don't trust him now. Blitz taps the plastic of his data jack. What I had to do, man. Luster had declared war on me, so I retaliated and I won, all without ever firing a shot. Dude, that's not an answer. Blitz sighs. You won't be satisfied until I spell it out, will you? I mean, I know what's going on, but I want to hear you say it. Okay, fine. I hacked into Luster's computer and sent all of her information to a rival organisation. Remember Frank from the hotel? He was my liaison. They hit the Schwarzherzen and they hit him hard. Then they took the hotel. And then they took me. I admit that the plan backfired a little. I don't know. I want him to... I know what he's like now. And I feel that if I do this, I know that I should keep my eye on him, but he may not be, like, openly hostile. So I'm going to go, you did what you had to do. In your place, I'd probably have done the same. But I would never have put myself in your place. Blitz lets out a sigh of relief. Thanks, Chief. You'd understand. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Gives you a lazy salute. We'll talk later, I'm sure. And Chief, I'm glad to be a member of the team. Okay, so we managed to kind of avoid that. If that could have gone pretty damn wrong. Do we have much karma? 12 karma. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have a look and see what we can spend that on first. I don't think we need to worry about body. I don't actually have any ability with ranged combat, so I could put that to like 2. And then the rifle. Because I would like to get Overwatch. I think Overwatch comes up here. Yeah, Overwatch comes at 4 on like close combat or range combat or whatever it is. But what we really need to do, because we are the shaman. We got to do it. Summon 2 spirits from the same summoning point. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got 12. We could do that. We'd have 7 left. We could do... Now, I don't know if I want to get spell casting, but I also kind of do. It's not chi casting that we want, it to be spell casting. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. And we're going to do that. And it's still early game. I don't think we've messed up too much. I think that's going to be alright. So let's run down here and see what's going on. Let's talk to Dante, because I like Dante. He's my little buddy. Look down to see a pair of bright eyes set into a scruffy face looking back up at you. Dante, Monica's old dog. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He looks so sad. On some instinctive level, he must know that his master is gone. He lets out a small whine, then rubs his hand against your leg. Pet him. Woof, he says. Of course he does. So I'm going to go talk to this dude, because I feel this is the most important thing for us to do. Amsel's expression is harder than you've seen it before. When he speaks, his voice is grim. Iga has told me of Greenwinter's death. She said that he died in the same manner that Monica did. Do I be a bitch and say she shouldn't have done that? Speaking for the team is my job, not hers. I'm just going to say it wasn't a pretty sight. Amsel nods gravely. I know that you and Iga have had your differences. I will tell you that she was badly shaken by the sight of Winter's body. She also mentioned that she found something in Winter's safe, a package full of very old discs. May I see them? Of course, man. Give them. You're my boss. Good God. Gingerly, Amsel lifts the disc from the bundle and holds it up to the light. Slowly he begins to turn it in his hand, causing rainbow patterns to shimmer across its surface. I've not even seen one of these since I was a boy. This is a DVD. Pre-writable, a data storage medium from the mid-2000s. I'm amazed that Winters was able to find a device that could play it. Do you know how we can read these things? He puts down the DVD in his hands and quickly inspects the others. The first disc that I looked at might be readable. The others are damaged. Some pretty damn severely so. I have my doubts about them. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There's a little shop outside, the Dart Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Malit Holier. You're giving me names that are so hard to say, especially after a scotch. Jameson. She might be able to help. Tell her to put the cost of the device on my account. Oh, you know how much I want to say this. But I also want to know what's going on. I kind of feel like I want to take control and not let any of these people do it themselves. So even though they're sending me on the jobs, I'm the one doing them, and I'm the one bringing the information back. And if I have any information that I don't want to share, I don't need to. I want it. And that's the way I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it like I'm actually playing a long con. Hey boss, what can I do for you? Any thoughts about that last run you'd like to share? Well, we found Winters. That's something. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss, but at least we have a direction to look in. So how are you holding up? Dietrich shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder, but I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Iger will never let herself show any weakness. And Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. Me, I don't give a damn. I spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean? I used to front a punk band. Of course you did. Of course you fronted a punk band. That's so awesome. Way back when, believe it or not, I've spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we went playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. And I'm just going to take a second here. I don't know if any of you guys saw at a Dead Kennedys show, literally 2 days ago, a couple, the lady lay back on the stage, and her husband ripped her clothes off and ate her out on stage while the band was playing. Nobody can tell me that punk rock is dead. Nobody. What was your band called? I doubt it, boss. We never really got any airplay. Spit it out, old man. Alright. If you insist, the band was called Messerkampf. Spelled just like it sounds in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. We sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. Spent most of our time slumming it around the East End and picked up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. Truth be told, that whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we sure as shit didn't care about money. All that mattered to us was staying young and drunk and angry. We managed the second two. Good God, where is time gone? Dude, you are so punk. I dig this guy. I like him. I reckon he would have been good in, what was Genesis P. Orridge's band? Throbbing Gristle. I could see him in Throbbing Gristle. Well, anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all this years ago, so let's change the subject, if you don't mind. Wait a second, you can sing? I was the front man for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. Oh, dude, I like Dietrich so much. If he dies, I'll feel really, really sad. So what I'm going to do, guys, we are coming up to about 30 minutes. I'm not going to start talking to Iger and dealing with that, or Glory and all of her crazy whatever it is in the shadows looking through her, whatever weird astral monster that only she can see that she made herself ugly for. I don't want to deal with that right now. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm going to leave that here. We've finished that run. We've cleared out the whole hotel, and we did it relatively safely. We didn't lose anybody. We didn't get too hurt. I think we did okay. I'm starting to learn these new characters and their flaws and their benefits and all that kind of stuff. So I think we're going to be okay. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Any kind of suggestions or questions, please do leave them down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.